Good evening, Cayman, and Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Happy New Year. You're tuned in to Real Talk, Love and Lies, the late night space where we put love, sex, lies, and all the messy in between on the table without the fake perfection. We're your hosts, Alfred and
Matilda. Happy New
and as,
Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. And as always, our real co-hosts are you, the listeners. Your stories shape this show. If you're new here, this is where we talk honestly about relationships and betrayal, laugh so we don't cry, and ask the questions most people only whisper about in group chats. So get comfortable, plug in your headphones, or turn the volume down low if the kids are still awake. This is Real Talk, Love and Lies, and we're just getting started. All right, before we jump in, quick nod to Monday's show on the Cold Hard Truth, because Cayman was in not so rare form. We had a man call in over an outstanding $450, sounding all polite and respectable, and how he's a family man and talking like the payment was already halfway on the way. Meanwhile, the seller himself sounded like he still believes in the tooth fairy and good intentions. But what got me about that show was the comments. I mean, some of the women in there were like, oh, give him a chance, take the post down. And a couple even offered to raise the $450 for him, as if we're doing a fundraiser for unpaid balances.
So my granny used to say, boy, woman, fool.
Bye. Well, you said it. I didn't want to say it.
You dare not.
So tonight's topic was born when Cayman soft and sweet mouth win. How charm, good looks, and a smooth voice can turn a whole comment section into a soft-hearted sponsorship program for bad behavior.
But before we get into it, I think we had some emails that came in over the holidays, and
yes,
that we want to kind of make sure that we keep in touch with you guys, because you all have been such a great audience. Cayman has been so awesome to us in the last couple of episodes, and it's been a hell of a journey so far, and we're brand new to this, but we are loving it. Yes. And you have one email on the deck right now, don't you? Oh, I can't see that one, Pa.
You can't see that one? All right, let me see if I can read it for you. All right, so it says, Hi, Love and Lies. Last weekend, I had a holiday movie day with a friend of mine, and I think it would be great for you to discuss why every single one of them depicted being single during the holidays as some sort of heinous crime. In every movie, the protagonist's singledom was viewed as a problem to be fixed, a terminal illness to be cured. As a single woman in my late 20s, I feel especially targeted by this sort of media. Let me know what you think. Is it a crime, or should I try to ignore this? What's your take, Matilda?
Boy, let me tell you, right? I have been probably more unhappy in bad relationships than I have been single. And so it is a tough one for me, because I really love being in a good relationship. So from my perspective, I kind of see it as, man, like that saying in Spanish, mejor soltera que mal acompañada.
Mm-hmm.
In English, that is
better alone than in bad company.
Yes, better alone than in bad company. And so I don't know, like I think that that's something that it's almost like it's something that is a bruise that you have on your body that the movies just press. If it didn't bother you in the first place, it wouldn't trouble you. So that's my thought. But I also think there is a commentary, like there's a really good comment to acknowledge, which is that, there is like a lot of pressure to be in a relationship, particularly for women.
Yeah.
A lot of those movies are targeting women in particular. Yeah. I don't think she's wrong to notice that it is her demographic that is being targeted. But, yeah, man, it's a good question. And I it's not a terminal illness. I will tell you that it's like, it's a beautiful thing, particularly once you get to a certain age. But I also think that there's like a biological clock in your 20s and in your early 30s for women in particular that drive us. I've heard somebody refer to it as a biological imperative, where you're constantly driven toward that kind of joining, and avoiding singlehood, or like it, like we just, our biology is like pushing us to do something with these hormones before they run out.
Yeah.
You know?
And the important thing to understand to the questioner, thank you for sending in your question, is that, those rom-coms and stuff, they sell fantasy, right? Or
Yeah.
it promises that, oh, you're going to be the chosen one, and you're going to be adored, and, you're going to arrive at the party glowing. I mean, don't take life advice from a movie where a CEO abandons her job for a man who owns one flannel shirt in a Christmas tree farm. All right? Treat it like a genre, not a judgment. Horror movies don't mean that your house is haunted. Holiday rom-coms don't mean that you're failing. And flip the script while you watch it. Make it a game with your friend. Spot the single panic moment, right? When, that time in the movie where, oh my God, I'm single, and oh my... Try to see if you can spot that moment, right? Count how many people shame her before the first hot cocoa, and predict the exact moment she trips into his arms. And what that'll do when you're playing that little game with your, when you're watching that,
It's
is
a
that
good
it turns
drinking
the
game, I tell
messaging
you
into a
what.
comedy.
That's a good drinking game.
Yeah, boy, have a little drink. Yeah, do like, I mean, and for those who don't drink alcohol, you can sip your little cocoa, you can sip your Milo, your
Little
coffee or
sorrel
whatnot too.
on the
Your
holiday.
sorrel, yeah, all of that, right? So, and replace the ending in your head. Imagine that the protagonist stays single and still wins. Better boundaries, better friends, better self-respect, better peace. That's still a happy ending. It's not just packaged with mistletoe. So it's not a crime. It's a cliche. Enjoy the films if they're fun. Roast them if they're ridiculous. I know I
Or just
don't
don't
have no
watch
problem
them.
roasting them. Yeah, or just don't watch them. But whatever you do, do not let a made-for-TV snow budget tell you who you are.
And they are also low budget. Oh gosh, they're real awful, some of them. Oh man, we got a comment. It says it's a matter of perspective. Being single can be very empowering, but this may come with age and wisdom. I think that's true.
Yes.
I think that's very true.
We need a kaboom button. We really need a kaboom button.
Yes, I think we need one. Well, we can work on that. You all don't worry about that. We can work on that between now and the next
man.
episode.
Better things coming for 2026. Trust me.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be hot.
So
tonight gonna be hot. Actually, I think I think it's up to me tonight to introduce the topic of the day, right? Because you kind of got into it a little bit with this one example that kind of inspired you for us to take a look at this. But we are talking today about the gift of sweet mouth, the pros and cons, and I am very much looking for audience participation, because this is a hot one, right?
Yep.
And I think me and Alfredo, we got some different perspectives on it, because I love a good sweet mouth. I always fall for it, but I enjoy the effort. But we have somebody, we pulled a clip off the internet to kind of introduce this topic the way that I think is the most perfect introduction to this topic. And she's specific about Jamaican men, but we're going to talk about that too, okay? So y'all hang tight. I'm dying to see the comments on this.
Everything's virtual. I actually had a Jamaican man DM me the other day, and he said, and I quote, "I want you to sit down pon me cocky so I can look into your hazel eyes and see heaven." I know, I was in shock, man. I didn't know how I was supposed to respond, but I just remember reading this and being like, this is romance. This is the most beautiful thing any man has ever said to me. I know a marriage proposal when I see one. The answer's yes, because I don't know what it is, man. Jamaican men have this weird talent where they're able to say the most sexually outrageous thing to you and make it sound like the most beautiful poem ever written by a man. And I literally saw it happen the other day. This man walked up to this woman and said, "Me want dive in your vagina and swim around like Poseidon." And instead of being offended, she was like, wow. I'm actually really into Greek mythology, It's so hard to find an educated man nowadays, you know? Sometimes it can be so supportive as well. Jamaican men have their own way of supporting women. I used to be really insecure about my fupa. Everyone know what a fupa is? Yeah? For those of you who don't know, it basically stands for like fat upper pussy area. It's here. It's here. Yeah? And I used to go out of my way to try and hide it. Winston turned to me and said, "Good pum pum deserves shelter." I said... I started walking differently. I said, yes, it's true. You know, I started getting cocky. Started walking into parties belly first like the Grinch. I said, yes, it's true. Yeah. Started getting cocky with it. Looked at all the skinny babes like, you guys look cold. You know, you should...
Good pum pum deserves shelter.
One of my favorites. Good pum pum deserves shelter.
What a mess.
Now listen, man, we gotta talk about this because this is like we have so many questions. Is this a Caribbean thing? That's my question number one. Like, where else have you seen this happen? And I gotta tell you, right? I've spent some time in the States. I've spent some time in England, and I used to get so disappointed because, you know, when somebody approach you, first of all, they won't come with their intentions. You have no idea what they're actually looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Or they come so gross. Like I remember there was this guy that bumped into me in a club one time and says, "Fancy a shag." I mean, he could barely stand up, right? But that was like the most direct pickup line I think I ever saw in England, right? And it make you, and you go to Jamaica, right? And you walk on the road and somebody just walk across you and have something to say. And it's like, and it's never something small, you know what I mean? It's always creative. And I always wonder, do they sit down and write these things out? Do they plan them, put them in their back pocket and see when they're gonna use it? Or is it something on the tip of their tongue, on the spur of the moment? Because it is often so specific to you. So I really want to know if this is a Caribbean thing.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. I have to tailor this story because I mean there are probably people listening to this show that know who they are, right? But years ago, I was out with some friends, and this man came up to us, right? And you know, I had a bunch of lady friends with me, and went up to one of my lady friends and say, "You, me like your buff front, you know."
Oh my God, I had the
So
one.
then the other one start laughing now, and then he said to the other one, "You, me like your spacey teeth them."
Oh no, I've heard things said about people's space teeth that I don't even want to say.
Yeah.
Like we already more raunchy than usual.
I mean, it's the late show. It's a late show, so I mean, we can kind of talk a little more openly.
But deserve shelter.
But listen, right? How this whole thing came about. Monday's show had me realizing that we need a national budget line item called Sweet Mouth and Emergency Relief. Because how we got from pay what you owe to should we raise the money for him? In what world is a debt turning into a community fundraiser?
That man had a hot voice. All that is. By the way, I think I need to make it clear. I did not hear the show. So I'm listening with everybody else at the same time. This is like a blind reaction.
Well, I got some clips lined up from the show. But
you're going to tell the story too, because I don't think you're going to be able to do the whole show, because I think she spent plenty of time on it too, not true?
Well, how do we put this? We had one man. Can I call his name on the show? I mean, it was a public show.
That's not necessary.
All right. There was one guy, one Jamaican man who owed this Indian man some money for a car. And the Indian man was trying to get through to the man to get the last couple, I think it was like $450 or so. Yeah, $450 of the money. But, you know, the Jamaican man, you know, phone number cut, WhatsApp gone, Instagram delete, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as a last resort, the Indian man reached out to Sandra. So Sandra posted the number up of the Jamaican man. People started commenting and saying how, oh, yeah, you know, I know that man. And then she eventually got the picture and she got the name and whatnot and stuff. So the man called into the show. pleading with Sandra to take the picture down, how it not look good. First he had a baby mother, then he had a wife, then he had a girlfriend, then he
You
had a
probably
wife.
had all three.
I was confused. I was like, hold on, all three in one woman, or you got three for the
Right.
anyway, and why he couldn't pay the money and this and that and thing, and then the Indian man called in and he was defending himself, but then the Jamaican man were, I guess, sweet mouthing to the point where the Indian man himself was saying, oh, yeah, I guess you can take his photo down and this and that, and proved to be a real general in the end. Right?
Yeah.
But it was the comments, man. It was the women calling in, and it was the women messaging, and the women writing about, oh, yeah, let's give him a chance. And, matter of fact, something? What I tell you?
Play the song.
When I can show you.
So I go blind react. I go keep my
Okay.
my mic on because I don't heard the story yet.
Okay. Wait there.
A little bit. If you were in his shoes and you kept promising him.
What I know, a friend, one of my friends, I work with them in my career, so I scam in. So I said, what do I talk about? So I said, see them, I forget to know my call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Ricardo, you can see how it can look a particular way when this type of behavior is happening. I've got the messages where you're promising the guy to get him the balance of the money, and then you're not doing it. And what happened to your Instagram account from last night? Your Instagram account disappeared. So you're claiming you only knew this morning that we were looking for you? What happened to your Instagram account?
The thing is, me not the ban Instagram either.
Me hear nothing but excuses,
Yeah, lad.
Yes.
Is the
Ricardo,
you hear it, right?
Come
Yeah,
now. You know this is the cold hard truth. You better come good when you're on this program. Look here. Let me tell you something, right? Not only has your Instagram disappeared, and I was able to find it before we posted that we were looking for you, so you can't claim say you wasn't on Instagram up until last night at 10 o'clock, 10:30, because I saw your account with my own two eyes.
Hear this one now.
And you can't sort out this man with his money? Something doesn't sound right.
It's all right, man. It's all right. You know what, to be honest, I know man, I didn't get out of that money there.
Boy, something not right. Let me ask you another question, because you see, I know a lot more than you realize,
I want to see what his man look like.
When you bought this car from this guy, weren't you trying to sell it to buy another car?
No, sir.
Oh, no, my apologies. You were trying to sell your old blue car in order to get some money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's all right. Maybe you're not that guy. Like, you don't understand when we talking. In fact, after I buy the car from the guy.
All right, hold on. This is him. Hold on. I merge the calls, okay? Hello, caller. Let me just merge the two of you together. 1 second.
No, okay, sure.
All right, Ricardo. We have the gentleman on the phone that you purchased the car from. Good morning.
Yeah, but
Hear it now.
Good morning.
Bro, listen. Me and you make an agreement. Me say me I come check you. Me turn to you the other day. Me say the only option I have now is to sell my phone. Right? You said to me, say you're not that. You said to me you're not that cruel or whatever.
No,
anyway.
Okay, let him speak about his. Yes.
It's been over one month, bro. You said you will come tomorrow. I don't have any. I trusted you. That's why I didn't took any of your ID. You were you acted so innocent. You might be innocent now too, but I don't know. But I waited for you for more than a month. But you said tomorrow. I kept on holding you. But at last, I didn't have any option. I could not even contact you. You said you will come by 12 tomorrow afternoon. But around the evening, I just didn't been able to call you. So I didn't have any other option.
So why this is a critical question here, Ricardo.
Yeah.
Why were you ghosting him? It's one thing to say, okay, you have rent money due, Christmas just happened. Everybody knows you're feeling a little something with the the money you probably bought your girlfriend something nice for Christmas that you should have been paying this gentleman the money with. But why ghost him? Why not keep in contact with him?
All right, Miss. What the name is?
Me?
Yeah.
Sandra.
I had to pause it right there. Hey, you know what? You know the first thing that came to mind?
Yeah.
Bond. You don't know who I am? Bond. James Bond.
Sandra.
Yes.
Okay, listen me now. The thing is, I have two number. That guy have me two number. And as me tell him before,
but
the only option me have.
Hold on. You have two numbers, right? The guy knows of the one number that you have been communicating with him primarily. How he can get your other number?
Man, him have the next number because he called me on the next number. The second time I call him on that number. I tell him that's my next number.
Bro, I don't think I have any of the other number. Second time you just send money with your friend.
That's the picture, you know.
See the man there right there. That's sweet mouth. That's sweet mouth recorder right there. Right there. So you can get a better picture.
No, don't worry about him. We don't need. It's not really about him now, is it? Because we don't talk about the effect that voice and the sub stories had.
Well, wait.
Listen, man. Go ahead. You got more? You got more to show me? Listen.
I got a couple more.
I get it. You know, I see why somebody would have fallen for it. I probably wouldn't have fallen for it, but it's the voice. You know how this is, Alfredo. You know how they always tell you about how you got such a nice voice.
My love. All I got to tell you is that like I was reading the comments. I mean, I'm gonna just share some of them.
Thirsty.
I feel his pain. Let's help him, please.
Woof.
I agree, caller. He called it. He didn't have to. He wasn't disrespectful. He even asked to call the other person involved. Give him a chance to keep his
one
word.
man had put up this a scam.
If he doesn't, then he could be reprimanded. At least he's not being disrespectful.
What a low bar.
Let's collect some money to help mind you, who the guilty party, but let's collect some money to help him. I could donate. I could loan him, but fixing my Jeep. Sorry for him. Oh God, he feels shame. Look at this one.
I think he got some tall man privilege too, you know.
Boy.
That's what I was doing. Like the photo, he appears to have a certain amount of height.
Boy. You got
comment. She said words are cheap and meaningless if not followed with action. I think one of the other raises suspicion as to intent. Boy, I tell you one thing. There was some intent, but it was thirsty intent.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Oh my God. Poor Ricardo. I feel so bad for him. Randy? Randy?
Yes.
Oh God, it pain my heart.
Well, you have $450 to loan Ricardo?
I'm not in Cayman.
I mean, some of y'all so sympathetic and it's paining your heart so much, just give the man the money.
And Sandra
that's what I'm about to say.
Maybe I go home. Trust me, and I have it. He's so humble, Sandy. He's so humble. You see, he don't want the disgrace. Oh, God. I don't think I'm the only one begging for him. I know the man needs his money, and it's scary because I hear him telling you one thing, say he going to do it today, and then, no, he definitely don't have the money. But he wants his name down. Oh, God. He don't want his family to see him. I want the disgrace. It's Christmas now. Give him a break.
Here now.
You put it back up, you put it back up. Please, I'm begging for him.
So
some of them will come on the phone and want to cuss you out and things like that. He's not doing that. He's so humble. And I don't think I'm the only one feeling for him this morning.
No, ma'am, you were not. In fact, hear this one.
Anyway,
what a mess. So do you think we should take down his picture before he makes his payment?
Well, you ignored my comment, and since
there's so many comments I didn't see it.
Hold on,
fighting for him.
Since you asked the question, I believe that you should give him a chance.
Oh, you're so soft-hearted.
No, hold on. If he doesn't keep his word, then he should be reprimanded, and by all means, put his picture back up there and do a story on him. He was very respectful. He was humble. I don't think he was trying to scam anyone, as you said, as people said. It just sounds like he doesn't have the money. And yes, I can also relate to him not wanting his child or his girlfriend, wife, whatever the story is there, to see his picture up there and remember other people would see it as well. I don't know the man. I don't know either of them. But it's a good lesson that you don't dabble in things you know nothing about. And if you need to do something, you don't know how to do it, there are many people you can ask. So that's my answer to that. I don't know either of these people. And I'm not a softie. Believe me, I might come across that way. But please don't be fooled. Because that's a stock that you're going to lose very early on. But I would give him give him a chance. He did ask. He said he was going to pay the man, and he's obviously trying.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Fredo. And this is grown women, you know. No offense to him, because you can hear the Christmas spirit. So what do you think about that? It could well and be the Christmas spirit, Alfredo. Like, let's just be good for Christmas. Let's take care of this man. Like, right. It could be that. I mean, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But boy, you on mute. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
No, I allowing you to speak. I mean, what do you think about it?
But he never
I don't know. I mean, would the reaction be the same if he talked like, if he didn't have that deep voice, or he wasn't tall, or
I don't know.
Would they have that same reaction if it was a woman?
I don't know, buddy, but I tell you what, whatever it was, it worked. I don't see how it worked though. I didn't even hear him say anything special. Nothing really landed that was gonna make me feel sorry for him.
Well, friend, it certainly made the Indian man feel what he means.
I see that, but he also sounded like he just wasn't gonna be cruel.
See it here now?
I'm good. How are you, Mom?
Yes, good. What happened since we just spoke?
So he just called me and he just wanted to remove his picture. He said he's coming today by the afternoon.
Yeah, I understand. I fully understand what he wants. I think though that this is how it works. Number one, we don't usually remove anything, so he's lucky I'm even thinking about it. But more importantly, he needs to get you the money first, because Padham, this is a man who's been running you around for over a month. What makes you think
ma'am.
Yeah, don't be foolish now. But I told him, we decide what's on social media, what's posted, what stays. You came to us for help, and we have our means and methods of helping you. Now we've helped you this far. We need to make sure you get the money in hand before we do anything else, I think is the best way to do it.
Okay, so I'll just tell him that.
Yeah, so I think he understands that.
Yeah, he just called me and he said, just ask them to delete that and I'll come you by afternoon and I'll make the payment today. So let's wait till he makes the payment then.
Yes. Yeah. It's so funny how he can call you now, but he wasn't calling you before.
Yeah.
When he owed you money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember what you said. This was your last resort. You had exhausted everything else over the last month. I think you were very patient actually dealing with him.
Yeah, like I only had trust with him, nothing else. He looked too innocent, like his face looks innocent if you are in the front. And he talks so sweet. So I just trusted him in that way.
Yo, he
good.
Sweet
talking will get you in trouble every time. Trust me.
My boy, good, yo.
All right, my dear. Let us know when you have the money.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, my dear.
Thank you so much. He said thank you so much.
And Fredo, and this is over money. That's not even what he would do to a woman.
You
understand what I'm saying? Like, that's when they pull out their real guns, in the relationship stuff. Hold on, we got a couple comments coming in. Let me just pull these up real quick. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I think this is going back to us talking about the pickup, right?
Yeah.
There was a film called Clan of the Cave Bear, I think, with Daryl Hannah. A man would show his intentions with a grunt and a hand gesture, which basically meant you, me, no. Listen, that was a book, and the book was very graphic, and that was not pleasant. It was like, it was not, I don't even want to talk about that, but that was a good one. Next up.
Dating in Cayman was a nightmare. First, you have to break through the color barriers. Then the who you for question asked. Not local enough and not expatriate enough, so I had to go foreign 21 years ago.
That's actually one of the other content creators. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and this one is a comment going back.
This is from Cameron Wigan. Hey, Cameron. She says society try.
She's answering the email. She's answering the email that we got, which was society tries to imply you should be ashamed of being alone. Being in my 50s and alone, I freaking love it. I hear you, my love.
Honestly, that's the energy we need. Being alone isn't a punishment. It's peace for people who've earned it. And if you love it, enjoy it loud.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes being single, you get more satisfaction. In other ways, well, let me hush my mouth. Oh, this is back to this guy. Words are cheap and meaningless if not followed with action. I think one without the other raises suspicion as to intent.
This is hilarious. I remember Sandy's show. Screw the justice system. Innocent until proven guilty. Or right to a fair trial when Sandy's on the case. Love it. Alton Moxham says... What's going on?
I don't know.
Alton Moxon says, left the picture until he pay.
He said something else too. Some criminal, what he say? Well, why click in, stop clicking, I got it. Some criminal have sweet words.
Looking sympathy. Real Michelle says, I'm 50-something and love being alone. Well, I mean, to Alton's point, some criminal have sweet words, looking sympathy. We have something for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet.
I think that's our kaboom.
Kaboom!
So I have a question for
I've never dated anything but a Jamaican man, and boy, they love them a Jamaican man. It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet.
Oh my goodness. But that kind of contradicts what Will had to say just now about the color barrier. That might be done, bro. You could have if you had waited a little longer, but you know what? That's generational too. I think that's kind of weeded out. Well, or maybe just class as well, but whatever. We don't need to get into that one today right now. But is this a Caribbean thing? And I would love to hear the stories of the sweet mouth that you have come across, because I don't think it's just a Caribbean thing, but Caribbean is very, very, very prevalent. And I was telling you a little earlier before we got onto the show, right, about the story with the guy. There's a guy from West Bay. This is even closer to home. There was a guy that used to bring me conch from West Bay. That was a conch fella that I used to call when I needed my conch. And one time, he used to like throw a little vibe, right? But I wasn't picking up what he was putting down. I was always surrounded by friends, and it wasn't creepy or nothing. But then one Valentine's Day, my boy called my phone and left a voice note, and I'm not lying. It was a voicemail. I kept that voicemail as long as I kept that phone. Every time I wanted to laugh, I would go and play it. The man sang the first verse and the chorus of "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" I mean, it wasn't even his words, It wasn't even his words. But I was like, boy,
something got you.
No. It's the effort. But that kind of brings a question. Why does it work? Why does it work, Alfredo? Well, tell me.
I mean, personally, to answer your question earlier, if it was just a Caribbean thing, I mean, the thing itself, using, charm, compliments, even the poor me optics and the smooth talk to get sympathy or access, that's universal. I mean, outside the Caribbean, you'll hear, sweet talk, smooth talk,
some people better
silver
at it,
tongue, gift of the gab. But I think, I think it's something about our term, sweet mouth.
Mm-hmm. But you know, too, in Latin America too, you know, listen, man, you know that gravelly Dominican accent?
Que lo que.
Listen, man.
Que lo que.
That can work. Ooh, that can work. Oh, just thinking about it can give it the chills. Right?
I hear you.
But that's also Caribbean, but I think also Central America, like some of the Latinos, like, and if you really think about it, right, some of the music, at least he gave you a good laugh. Oh yeah, he gave me a good laugh. That was the best voicemail I have ever had. I had that voicemail in my phone for like 6 years. I transferred it from one phone to the next. I don't know where he is today because from then on I ran like a bat out of hell.
Mm-hmm.
But that voice note, oh yeah, he gave me a good laugh.
Jasara says, let's talk about the part where one time he said wife and the other he said girlfriend. I don't know how some of them, how some of those who felt so sorry for him never catch on there. He's a scammer. I caught on to it, Jasara.
Yeah.
I caught on. Matter of fact, he had girlfriend. And they were like, hold on.
Hold on, I muted you by accident. That me, I will try and mute. Go ahead, say again.
No, I was saying, all of them. He had girlfriend. He had baby mother. He had wife. Then he gone back to girlfriend. Then he gone back to wife. And it's like, well, hold on. How many he got, or is it just one person? I don't know, man.
One person, she might not know what she is.
I don't know, man. The real Michelle says all criminals have a sweet song to sing. And they try to sing so loudly, playing stupid games, but will only win stupid prizes. But you know something, though? Talking about why does it work and why we fall for it. I have a theory. People want to be seduced, right? I mean, it's as I was saying to you earlier, you know, it's a form of manipulation. And even though manipulation has a negative connotation, to manipulate something just means to handle something skillfully or to handle with skill, right? So if there's whatever emotion, there's a particular strategy to draw out that emotion. And my theory is that a lot of people are stuck in their mundane worlds. So life, kids, work, home, studying, school, that kind of thing. So when somebody comes along and they're able to draw you out of your own head, it's you know you're falling for it, but then you don't mind falling for it.
I think
is the essence of seduction. What do you say?
There's more than that too, because I think also there's something about how women are seduced.
Mm-hmm.
You know, men are visually stimulated.
That's true.
Women are stimulated through our ears. Like we listen, we are looking for things that attract us through what we hear. And it's an interesting thing because oh God, that song "Hello, Is It Me You're Looking For?" I can sleep thinking about that tonight. Lord have mercy, why did pull that out for? But it's so funny. There's something about it. I saw something because there's a sex therapist that I follow, and I listen to her, a relationship and sex therapist that I follow. I listen to her podcast. She's pretty amazing. Esther Perel, her name is, and I can't remember what her show is called.
But I know the book you're going to talk about.
The book, I'm not talking about the book, but definitely the show. The book is Mating in Captivity.
Mating in Captivity, yeah.
Yeah, man. She says, she talks about like a woman wants to know that a man is turned on by her, and that is what feeds her turn on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's so weird, like when like relationships cool off and a man just wants to have sex and there's no intimacy left. She's not interested in it because he just wants to blow off steam, and she actually wants to be connected to, right? So,
mm-hmm.
So essentially what you're trying to say is that if you hard up for something, that's all very well and good. But if you hard up for me, then I'm interested. You understand? So hearing that is like, and I disagree with you in that I do not think that this is everywhere in the world. I completely agree with Kyra, the comedian. A Jamaican man has a special place in the world when it comes to these things. I will also say that an older Caymanian man, sometimes some of the things that come out of them older men's mouth, you'd be like, yo, that's what you got with 16 children.
Well, I got my own theories as to why that is.
Especially Eastern and West me. Especially them two. I don't know about them two ends of the island, but it's like they had enough. I think they also, I can be honest with you, I think that Easterners and West Bayers has more boys in their family than girls. Because they got plenty of boy children.
Okay.
and that's just a theory that I have. But visually, that's how it stands out to me. But if you ever get talked up by an Easterner, want to actually like put some thought into what they're trying to do, boy, that would blow your mind.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But Kyra speaks to the West to the Jamaican thing seriously. I seen some Bahamians pull some lines too, and I go like, but they're not just lines, like they're tailored. They're like really, really well tailored to the person they're dealing with. And women don't do it in the same way.
I think what it is, right, is like, because I've noticed something with like our North American and European sort of brothers, is that the culture being so different, a lot of men are afraid of rejection. But I find that the men in the Caribbean and a lot of like they're not afraid of rejection. They just move on. So it's like, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like okay, I flirt with you, it don't happen. Okay, where did I go wrong? Let me try it with woman number 2. All right, let me try it with woman number 3. So it's like they have all this practice and they just understand that rejection is part of the game. So talking to somebody from, the USA as opposed to somebody from the Caribbean or somebody from, Brazil, you're going to see a difference, right? In terms of, but so in your opinion, right, is it a talent that is good or bad? This sweet mouth.
I like it, but I like words. I think it's a talent. It depends on what you're going to use it for, right? I'm going to tell you why too, right? The absence of it can be devastating to a relationship. Like if I were to get along with somebody that did not know how to use those words well to get me where I need to be with them, boy, no, it don't last. It don't last. You need to have that to keep me like hooked. That's the thing that will hook me. A sweet mouth is going to hook me. At the same time, of course, I have standards, right? So, and as women should, right? They need to be good people. They need to not lie to me. They need to not steal. They need to be employed. They need to, et cetera, et cetera. But, for some people that don't have that list of things that they're looking for, it rough. It like, just like how you can see, like with some of the comments, some of those comments were hilarious because they were like, I'm like, is this how low? Is this where we are? Is this like, the standard that we're at?
Well, madam, who so love words, what do you think about this one?
Tell me. That one not for me, Bobo. That one not for me. Yo.
Rose petals too,
Don't get me wrong. That is funny as hell. Like, you can make me laugh and it might work. That right there might not have gotten me. That's not gonna make the river flow.
Well, Jasara said definitely a talent, sis.
Right? It's definitely a talent. I see someone. Oh, she's speaking to integrity as a talent that seems a missing Cayman. No offense, just an observation.
Well, I mean, it's still there. It's still there. Is it a Caribbean thing?
Go
Go
ahead,
on.
read it. Go ahead, read it.
Is it a Caribbean thing for your men to have side chicks? I'm seeing it with MPs, pastors, and banksters alike. I mean,
I think it's a man thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a man thing. I think that when you're in some places small, they just hide it. They can't hide it quite as much. I think it is accepted in certain Caribbean places more than it is in others, but it doesn't have the same disgraceful impact as some of those scandals that you see that happen in other places where he's revealed to have had a mistress and he resigns from his political position. That don't happen in the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's sort of
he only has one. That's usually the response. Unfortunately,
Barbados
the standards are so low when it comes
Barbados has a national hero who was known. He was a notorious womanizer, and the people of Barbados didn't seem to mind. He's still a national hero to this day. So
the Bahamas has a law that they call the sweetheart law, and that's for your outside children to make sure that they can inherit and your sweetheart can inherit. They call it the sweetheart law.
Okay. So
Cayman not really is advanced in some of those those directions.
Well, I mean, to the real Michelle, I mean, it's not all men have side chicks. I mean, it's you still got some of us good ones who are monogamous and only interested in one, and I mean.
I have a theory that I did not bring up on the side chick show. By the way, Michelle, we did a whole episode on the side chick business. Did we do 2 or was it just 1?
I think it was episode 1.
Yeah, we did the side chick episode. I have a new theory on it. I believe that men that have side chicks are bored and they need to do something with their lives. Because if they were doing something with their life, we wouldn't have no time for this. So clearly they're not using their talents to do Lord's work.
Whatever the Lord. Well, I mean, the Lord did say to be fruitful and multiply. So
no, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, go find a passion, get a hobby. That is the most unimaginative hobby to have. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I can just hear somebody coming in and telling me that if it's unimaginative, they ain't doing it right. Sure, all very well and good, but there's a point in time when strange is no longer strange.
My explanation for it is a bit more mundane.
Men are born hunters.
Well, to Fresh Joe's point, I mean, I think, I mean, my understanding of it is a bit more mundane. I mean, it as soon as a boy hits puberty and he starts producing sperm, he will produce sperm for the rest of his life until the day he dies, right? Mm-hmm. And since sperm is relatively cheap, and a man does not, it's cheap to produce, and it is very he doesn't have to deal with the consequences of pregnancy. I mean, you see this all over Animal Planet and National Geographic. I mean, this isn't something that's unique to humans, right? A male's biological prerogative or imperative is to spread his seed as far and wide as he can. Whereas a female now, the moment she's born, she's already born with a limited number of eggs. A fraction of that is going to reach maturity. And if and when she does get pregnant, I mean, it's like, okay, she turned over here, she can't sleep. She turned over here, she can't sleep. Then she having, acid reflux, and she got this, and, the heaviness of walking around with it, and the mood swings and stuff. So, I mean, it's like women over time have just developed this. Their mating strategy is to select the best possible seed for her security and for the security of her future progeny. So, I mean, that's going to be a whole other show by itself. Say that again?
A sweet moat is a very effective thing to have in the world. That means that he going to be able to provide even if it's stealing that he doing.
One locks can't open, sweet moat will. Put it to you like that.
Oh, man. So. Listen. That just the thought of that. I never thought of that before as like like a what do you call that?
A mating strategy.
A mating strategy or an evolutionary pressure. But you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, man.
And
Listen,
when I talk about
that
seduction, seduction is a hell of a skill, and they use it more. And seduction is something that is not just sexual. This is something we should like acknowledge really quickly. I love Robert Greene. Right, fresh Joe. Sweet mouth will make you laugh as she's laughing. Then boom, troubles. You're not laying before. Just slip and fall on it. Just trip and bam, pregnant.
What a mess. What a mess.
He not laying. I can't remember what I was saying though.
But yeah, no, but like Robert Greene, you were saying with Robert
Robert Greene, The Art of Seduction. Boy, that's one I love his books, but that one is pretty interesting. So this is the guy that wrote the
48 Laws of Power.
Yeah. And he does the strategies of war, and which is
mastery.
Really good one.
Yeah.
He does some really good things, but The Art of Seduction, that really opened my eyes. And I love that you mentioned what manipulation really means. So in the dictionary, manipulation is to handle skillfully.
Yeah. And it has a negative connotation.
It does, because I feel like we always consider it when people have an intent to take something from you that you don't intend to give. But I believe that you're so nice.
Yeah, so nice.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But he talks a lot about like the strategies of seduction and how to seduce and the impact of seduction. And then he takes a look at world leaders and how they've seduced, or people that are like prominent figures in the world and how they have seduced whole audiences. They were like, I love his emphasis that he places on the courtesans of like Vienna, or was it Venice?
I believe so.
And how they, like, these courtesans became very powerful women long before women were powerful in their own right, or allowed to be powerful in so many ways. And what did they do? They just seduced mass, like, groups of people that kept them in a powerful position. And seduction was actually the main power that women had access to when women were not provided equal opportunity. And there's an argument to say that we still don't have equal opportunity. However, what we're talking about today is the male use of seduction, and we talked about some of the tools of it, right? The height, the picture, right?
The gravelly voice,
the voice. And another thing I don't think we talked about was the directness, because you notice he went immediately on the offense. And so it sounded innocent, right? He went directly onto the offense. But bro, I call you, I told you this, and this. And then he made the man agree that these things happen on the phone.
And to the man, right? He was like, yeah, well, you can take the picture off, the sweet mountain.
Yeah. And so there's a seduction there where he's convinced somebody that he's honest, and he's like in the directness rather than, and it's not aggressive, right? Because if it was aggressive, it would be off-putting. And then, of course, all of these ladies are like, thirsty.
Give him a chance and this and that. Listen to the audience, right? We clipped all the important clips, and we're gonna post it on our Instagram page. So, for those of you who haven't followed us on Instagram, Real Talk Love and Lies, give us a follow on Instagram. We're gonna be posting clips. The clips that we played today, full. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, can you hear you, bro?
Oh, sorry, cut off. We're going to be posting the full clips. We're going to be posting all of the comments, and we're going to look forward to y'all's comments on these clips and what your take is on it. So, and anytime, if you have any questions that you have for the show, DM us. We respect anonymity. Your name is not going to be out there. We're going to respect you, your privacy, and that kind of thing. And if you have any suggestions for future shows, feel free to reach out to us at Instagram at Real Talk Love and Lies, or at our email loveandlies.cmrtv@gmail.com, or send us a message on WhatsApp 936-7377. Yeah.
And thank you, Michelle, the real Michelle. Great show, guys. Thank you. You made it great too. Listen, man, I love the comments coming in.
Yes.
And one of the comments that just came in, let's keep it real. Only 1% of the human population have power. Even the power we think we see in others is only an illusion. Yeah.
But isn't that part of the fun, the game of the illusion?
Well, perhaps it is. I think it's all an illusion when you really think about it. Power is what we agree other people have. And it's so funny because even the powerless can seduce. I mean, I have seen some crufty brethren in the streets of Mandeville, for instance, hollering at me through the window of the car, and I'm like, "Yo!" like, and then they leave you. Like, sometimes it's so audacious that you're
good pum pum deserve shelter.
Good boom boom deserves shelter. I will never forget it. That has been one of my favorite clips for such a long time. It's so funny. Yo, and sometimes it's so off the wall. You can't help but smile. You want to feel disrespected, but you aren't because but you made a good point, Caribbean men just like they drop that and then move on. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, my love. You love my voice. You sound a lot like your sister. I have a doppelganger in the voice. I like this. You sure I'm not Peter Gay? But listen, man, it's too funny because there are so many places that I've seen like Caribbean people just have fun with seduction. It's a game. It's fun. It's funny. Just the way that we play and sit around, like, I don't know about you all, but you sit around underneath the tamarind tree at your granny house and tell stories, and you listen to your uncles talk about fishing, and you hear them tell their stories, and you hear the banter. I think there's a heavy banter in our cultures in the Caribbean, and I feel like flirting is a part of it. And so, and I also love when it's a group of guys and one of the guys makes the move, right? And the other ones either cheer him on or tease him about it. And then there's like one-upmanship in how you can flirt and seduce. And I don't mean that baby or none of that nasty stuff that can happen on the street, but sometimes it's like genuinely funny and harmless, right? But it's a numbers game. They're gonna like you said, but they cast the net wide and something got hooked. What do you think about that, Fresh Joe? Something got hooked, not true.
Well, I hear my people say mouth kill fish, so. But tonight has been a fun one. So
for real.
As we close tonight, remember, sweet mouth isn't love, it's leverage. A nice voice, a clean outfit, a family man speech, even good looks. None of that is a substitute for character, consistency, and receipts. So,
unless it's funny looking.
What you say?
Unless it's fun that you're looking.
Well, keep your heart soft.
The fun, right?
Keep your heart soft, but not your heads. Keep your standards solid. Be compassionate, yeah, but don't become part of the bailout culture where charm gets rewarded and the person who got wrong gets forgotten. So if somebody wants grace, let them earn it the simple way. Make it right first. So to everybody listening, just remember, don't let anyone pay you in compliments when they owe you in actions.
Or money.
Hey. Same time next show.
And we got to really give a shout out to the guy. You got to give him a shout out because he put himself forward and gave us one hell of a show tonight.
Who, Ricardo?
Ricardo.
Big up yourself. Big up
yourself, Regin. He mass seduced the people of the airways with very little effort.
Well, as we close, just remember, we got one more closing message for you guys just before we go, okay? I'm Alfred.
I'm Matilda.
And next show, Love and Lies. We'll see you next week, Friday.
It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet.